I do have some stocks in TD Ameritrade and or some other trading platforms. So I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys my whole portfolio, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I can't show you my actual investment account because it has my information on there. So I do have um, a spreadsheet here on numbers, Apple numbers, um, and I have so over here it has the ticker symbol, the company name, current price, how many shares I have, price paid, um, and over here I added in annual dividend and how much dividend I earn per year for my whole holding. So I've got Apple, right, just over one share. Ticker symbol ACP, Aberdeen Income Credit Strategies, 8.72 shares, price paid $14. So I've lost some money on a few of these. Ticker symbol AGD. I made a video earlier on how that's one of my favorite dividend paying stocks. 133 shares. I've lost $126, but that's not completely accurate because I do get $8, about $8.60 per month from that. So that's not included in here. Um, Apple Hospitality REIT, um, 2 shares. Bayer for almost 4.5 shares. Brookfield Renewable Energy Partners (BEP), 3 shares. BlackRock Core Bond Trust (BHK), 12 shares. Berkshire Hathaway, I have 1 share. BTLCY British Land Co. is another REIT. Um, I have 5.5 shares. ConAgra, another one of my favorite companies out there. 9.5 shares. Cisco Systems, right here, about 6.5 shares. Ford Motor Company. Ford's one of my favorite motor company stocks. I got in way back whenever it was $14, $15 a share. So I've lost a good chunk of change on that. Um, I do have 36 shares, and my portfolio or my market value there has halved since I bought it. General Electric, same thing. I bought in at $28, right, just about right at the peak. I have 7 shares, so I've lost $150 there. Lamb Weston, I have 1 share. It says my price paid is 0 because whenever that split off from ConAgra, I think it was every 3 or 4 shares of ConAgra you got 1 share of Lamb Weston, which is their frozen potato division. NHF, Next Point Strategic Opportunities, almost 8 shares there. Pfizer, a recent purchase, just 1 share, um, which hopefully I'll buy some more here before long if the price goes down a little bit. But SDIV, I'm sure you or Global X Super Dividend. I have 9 shares. SPHD, which I'm sure you guys have heard of, 3.2 shares. SPYX, which is the S&P um, index fund, excluding oil companies. I have 1 share of that. AT&T, I do another recent purchase. I do plan on buying some more of that. Um, Toyota, 1 share. GTLLX, which is a mutual fund that I found on TD Ameritrade. But one thing I do like about that is there's no minimum to how much you can deposit. So if you have $1, you can buy $1 worth of this mutual fund. You don't have to buy in whole share increments, which I thought was really cool at the time. More and more companies are starting to do stuff like that. I know Robinhood is introducing fractional shares, and so are some others. Um, SWISX, Schwab International Index Fund, says here I have an average price of $69. That's because whenever I bought it, I didn't know this, but it's a no load fund, and so TD Ameritrade charged me $50 for buying that. AIVSX, a big holding of mine, it's a mutual fund, 151 shares, and my average price was $36. IVR, I also made a video on that. I have 2 shares, average cost of $288. Bank of America, 2 shares. You've seen in my Robinhood account, average price of $22.64. So I've done really pretty good on that one for the short time I've held it. Coca-Cola Company, you guys have also seen one share. Virgin Galactic, one share. ANCFX, which I actually hold in a Roth IRA. But I have 53 shares of that, and then Whitestone REIT, um, one share of that. So total, let me come up here to market value. So total, my market value is $13,000. Um, it's not a lot for some of you. So for some of you that have watched other YouTubers who have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in their accounts. But that's I'm really happy with $13,000. You know, some of these dividends they don't pay very much at a time, but like I always like to say, pennies make dimes and dimes make dollars. So it all adds up. Ultimately, the goal is my first goal is to get $100,000. That's a big goal of mine, to have $100,000 in my investment portfolios. But so hopefully follow along. But I was just showing you this spreadsheet that I made, um, showing you guys what all I hold and kind of the average cost that I paid. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and please like and subscribe.